Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Did you know National Hike Naked Day is on June 21st, National Skinny Dip Day is on July 10th, and National Nude Day is celebrated on July 14th? Did you know that if you're kayaking nude, it's called canooding? Who knew these were a thing? Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. So I'm just sitting out here with my coffee, and this is a spur of the moment video that I decided to do because it is another fabulous day here in the Adirondacks, and it's quite warm. It's up there, but last year, I just went by some people and they're swimming in their underwear and skinny dipping over here. So, and it just reminded me that last year, after I put out that Rainbow Lake video in which I came across nude sunbathers, and I mentioned it in my video, and actually I think I had a far enough away picture from it, and it piqued a lot of interest from you guys out there, where the main question to me was, do you really see this that much? And the answer to that question is yes I do. For the first time this year, I just went by a group, 4 girls and 1 guy, lucky guy. But anyways, on average it happens probably once or twice a season that I come across as somebody nude sunbathing, topless on a boat, skinny dippers. But last year, don't ask me why, last year, 2020, unusual year all around, it happened probably 8 or 9 times last year that I came across people. Now let me clarify one thing. If wherever a guy can go topless in New York, a girl can go topless. So if probably some of that is I see women topless on boats, which is no big deal. It's not illegal. It's a legal thing to do. But you see, the Adirondack Mountains are a sought-after vacations and camping area. They're great for hiking and kayaking. They have hundreds of secluded ponds and lakes and rivers and streams that are sheltered from public view for the most part. And then, why swimming in these water holes are not officially bathing suit optional. There's a long-standing custom here that to have a dip all natural. Keep in mind, the Adirondacks have over 3,000 lakes and streams, 30,000 miles of streams and rivers, and it's easy to find a place to jump in off the beaten path. Now, the Adirondack history is full of skinny dipping stories from the early 1900s to they used to have the boys camps up here, and the boys that went to these camps, they were trip camps and swim camps, and they said that the morning polar plunge and the evening dip were all clothing optional, and most of the boys all went without anything on. And I guess it was very customary back then to do that. Even one of the most famous Adirondackers, Anne Levis Steele, the author of the Woodswoman series, she used to take her morning dips, skinny dip, and she talked a lot about the healing powers of the Adirondack waters. I did a video on her last year, and a sense of freedom of just skinny dipping, whether it be in a pool or in a lake. But I have heard the saying before, camping in Adirondacks, skinny dipping is just as customary as toasting marshmallows at a campfire. So, even if you look into these some of these guidebooks that they have around, like the waterfalls in New York, look at some of the names: Bare Buns Falls, Skinny Dip Falls, Bare Butt Falls, Copper's Pond in North Elba. between Lake Placid and Wilmington is on NewYorkUp.com's list as a clothing optional spot. I've been to Copper's Pond, but I didn't see anyone there skinny dipping or nude sunbathing. But apparently, if you go there, be prepared to see skinny dippers and nude sunbathing. Apparently, it's a place that happens a lot. I've only been there once and never saw anything there. I guess it's not the land of prudes up here, because even SaronacLake.com has boasted that the Saranac chain of lakes is an extensive waterway with plenty of skinny dipping areas, and even Paddle Magazine has said why not go skinny dipping after your next paddle, and also the chances of running into nudity up here, whether it be sunbathing or skinny dipping, I mean, it doesn't happen in public beaches or public campgrounds or right next to the road. I mean, it's usually off in a secluded place. Like last year, a young couple, I came around the bend and they were skinny dipping in the water in the middle of the day. Happens. It was also last year at the Limekiln Lake when I pulled into the boat launch. I was going out to record the loons, I think it was, and I pulled into the boat launch and there were 6 to 8 people, you know, down next to the boat launchers, nice sandy area, and that's where they were. They were skinny dipping, all like deer in the headlights when my headlights came around. But so the chances of running into that up here in the Adirondacks, it's there. It can happen, absolutely. But you know, how do I handle it when I come across it? Well, I put out a video about bear encounters. What I do when a black bear comes into my camp. Well, what do I do when I come across the sunbathing nude? Usually if it's far enough away, I just give a wave and keep paddling. If it's close enough where we can really, I can say something, I'll just say, yeah, it's a good day for it, and I just keep paddling. Like I've always said before, you know, it doesn't bother me. I'd rather see somebody sunbathing nude than freaking throwing trash all over their site. So I just smile and just keep paddling when I go by them. So if you plan on a vacation here into the Adirondacks and you dare to be bear and want to celebrate Hike Naked Day, I don't hike much, so I don't know if that really happens a lot. Or National Nude Day, I didn't know there was such a thing. Or National Skinny Dip Day, which I still didn't know there was a National Skinny Dip Day. My recommendation is that if you're up here, wear sunblock, bring your bug spray, and watch out for poison ivy, oak, and sumac, because that could very well mess up your Adirondack stay. So now that I got that out of the way, and how I deal with bear encounters, like I said, it only happens a couple times a year, and it's always in a secluded area. You know, come up around a bend or you come down the river, and you know, women topless on a boat. I imagine that could happen just about anywhere. But the skinny dipping and the nude sunbathing, I went across this one lady. She was, I don't know if there was a rental camp or if it was their camp, and she had earbuds in. She's nude sunbathing on her dock. I went by 15 feet from her. She never even knew I was there. So it is a fantastic day here, and those 5 that are skinny dipping over there, well, most of them are. And I think the guy and one girl are. The other 3 girls, I think, have their underwear on. But yeah, they saw me. They looked right at me. I waved, and they never even tried to cover up or anything. They just kept doing what they're doing. So it happens. And I'm gonna paddle around and enjoy my coffee. So in honor of National Skinny Dip Day, you can't beat them, might as well join them. Gotcha. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember, folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.